Guys, my name is Carlos Seuss, and I'll be presenting NNC News. We'll be discussing about the tragedy of the Bengal famine of 1770 with a special surprise guest, Alejandro Diaz. Ale is on the show today because he was one of the few survivors of the Bengal famine of 1770, a catastrophe I almost had to suffer if I was born 2 years earlier. Also, please let's welcome Ale. We are going to start with a few questions. How does it feel to be on the show today?
Sounds good.
How does it feel to be on the show today?
It feels good. One of my dreams had always been to be on TV.
How was it growing up in India? I too am from there, but I am from there too. He's on the show today because he was one of the few survivors of the Bengal famine of 1770, a catastrophe I almost had to suffer if I was born 2 years earlier. Also, please let's welcome Ali. We are going to start with a few questions.
Sounds good.
How does it feel to be on the show today?
It feels good. One of my dreams had always been to be on TV one day.
How was it growing up in India? I am from India too, but I was born after the awful event.
It was an awful experience, and some of my best friends and family members died because of this tragic event. Millions died in that awful experience.
I'm so sorry to be hearing that. My parents had to go through that, and my grandmother died and got eaten there. But how is it that you were able to survive?
I was the brother of one of the few wealthy people left in India after the catastrophe of the colonization. Due to the taxes, most of the population was poor. We tried to escape, only I made it. He was shot in the head, so I took the dead body of one of my family members and then I ate it.
Damn. Okay. And now for the weather, Antonio Meneses.
It's so bad is because the awful rulers. In India, they had the treasury as fall. Back in just in case, they had to pay 10 and 15% cash to the emperor, and they can have a little amount of money. In the following year, didn't turn out so good because they couldn't harvest. The present generally, and it started in the year 1768. There were really bad rains, monsoons, and crops failed to grow. The British rulers made them grow poppy, indigo, opium instead of the food because they really had really high values in the market, and that made the people of India starve. And the famine lasted even longer than it should. After the floods, the British raised the taxes to 50%, and then it was raised to 60% in the year 1771.
Now, Ale, 10 million of our fellow Indians died while the British economy flourished. That was NNC News. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week. I'm Carlos Seuss, and this was NNC News. See you later, alligator.